So I don't know if you knew this, but right now we are in the middle of Black Maternal Health Week. It started last Thursday and it goes until this Thursday. And it's really a time to reflect on some of the disparities women of color face when going through pregnancy and when they need help for their families. So I'm joined this morning by Rokia Jones, who's with Open Arms Perinatal Services. So good to have you this morning.
Thank you.
We just had a really interesting conversation during the break. We were talking a little bit about what Black Maternal Health Week is. Share with our viewers about what that is.
Absolutely. So Black Maternal Health Week is a week where we honor Black mothers and celebrate Black mothers, but also a time for us to really examine what's happening with the high mortality rates of Black women and Native women, and to do some community building and some activism to really get some momentum around this issue and spark some change.
Absolutely. I mean, when we talk about just getting, talking about this issue, experiencing it, some activism here, you mentioned that you are actually hosting an event with Open Arms Perinatal Services.
Absolutely.
That's such a big undertaking, but this sounds so important that you're doing this.
It started as a really simple thing. I just, Open Arms is so wonderful. They support all the work that I do, and so Open Arms is sponsoring this event. Families of Color Seattle is sponsoring this event, and it's an event where myself and my partner Christina Clark, that's working with me on this event, we really just wanted to create a space for Black mothers to just enjoy being together and sharing the unique experience of all the things that we go through. And also kind of do some bonding and be creative. We're gonna actually make waist beads.
Oh, wow.
And those are an African tradition. And so we'll talk about the history of those and get to just have a healing space together.
That sounds really cool. And for people who are watching, maybe some people are watching right now, they're going, this sounds like the perfect event for me. How do they participate? Where do they get more information?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, we just promoted it through social media.
Oh, no, that's great. I mean, honestly, that's what we all use nowadays.
Yeah, this is true. So you can go to the Instagram pages of myself, Rokia Jones. You can go to Families of Color Seattle, or also Open Arms Perinatal Services. We are all promoting the event. You can get more information and details on the location.
So I didn't realize while we're talking about Black Maternal Health Week, this is actually also National Minority Health Month.
Yes.
And that's another opportunity to really talk about some of the disparities here in health in our country and what maybe needs to change. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, just like I mentioned earlier, the high maternal mortality rates are also very, very high for Native American, Alaskan Native women and birthing people. And, I think that it would be really interesting if we find out more about the health rates connected to our undocumented folks. It'd be really interesting to find out more what's happening with our queer and trans community and their health outcomes, and how can we support all of our marginalized communities, which is normally where our minority folks fall into. They fall into those marginalized spaces where we just don't have enough information to provide the type of medical care and support and education that families need, that people need. And that might be due to research or whatever. And those communities know that's where the wealth and the information is held, is with the people. And so that's the beauty of people getting together and discussing what we can do about it so that we can spread the message and help to create change that way.
That's such a good point. Those are the people that have the information. You've got to get people together. You've got to get them communicating with each other.
Yes.
Rokia, thank you so much. And
it's my pleasure.
Yeah, again, for more info on this evening's event, you can visit, as you mentioned, the Facebook, the Instagram pages for Open Arms Perinatal Services. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
I
having me.
hope the event is a great success.
I think it's going to be really sweet.
I think it will be. It's great to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.